Hello, good evening, and welcome to another live stream with me, Paul.
Me, Jason.
Collectively,
Those vegan guys.
If you're new to the channel, by the way, we do one live a week, Saturday, Friday, Sunday, in that order. So Friday, 9 p.m. in the lounge. Next week, Sunday, 3 p.m. cooking in the kitchen. Week after, Saturday, 8:30 p.m. in the kitchen having a mukbang.
Yeah.
Hiya,
Hiya.
everyone. Hope some of you have managed to watch the Wing Yip vlog. No, it might be new to some people, and many of you will have seen our Wing Yip vlogs before.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the first one this year, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's worth checking out. But it's only gone up at like what time was it? 5-ish.
Yeah,
5-ish today.
thereabouts.
I hope you're all good. Anyway, thank you for joining us on this chilled Friday evening. Please feel free to share in the comments, because last time I think that we were live in the lounge, it was quite a positive one because there was lots of people sharing stuff that they were grateful for and lots of positivity. So just to lean into that a little bit this evening, we don't want to rinse and repeat obviously what we did last time, but I'd encourage you to maybe share if you've got anything nice going on this weekend. Sorry, we've just got a pop-up that I want to get rid of. There we go. Just so there's not something running in the background on the laptop, Yeah, share in the chat something that, if you've got something that you're looking forward to this weekend, something coming up, even if you're just looking forward to a nice chilled weekend, that's nice as well. Do you know what I mean? As is tradition, we have our decaf coffee and a mint. So cheers, one and all.
Cheers, everybody.
And who have we got in the house this evening?
All kinds of folk.
We're a little bit on the last minute this evening because we only finished eating about 40 minutes ago. I was doing the pots half an hour ago. So yeah, let's have a quick look. We've got Ray, we've got Peter, Sid, Flanny, Vampire Jack, David, and the other David Jones, of course. We've got our wonderful friend and moderator Ashley. We've got Chris. Did I mention Jenny? I think I did. We've got Holly, Will and Chris, World of Warcraft noob, Kat, Alex. Yeah, Selena, Natalie. Wonderful. Yeah. I'm sure a few more people will will come in over the next few minutes. But yeah, hope you're all good.
Rosie and Sid. Rosie and Sid.
Ah, Sid. Nice one. Yep, Sid, we've got a quiet weekend for a change. Nice. Kat is also looking forward to a quiet weekend. Still seeing family on Sundays. It's Mother's Day. Yes, of course. Yes to all of those people who are celebrating this weekend. Hope you have a good one. Alex. Funny. Oh, there we go.
Those mints are gorgeous.
Oh, why did it not? It did something strange then. Ah. There we go. It kind of, when I went to click to show, it showed it, but then it kind of went really faded and then disappeared again straight after. It's working properly now anyway. Tofu Chinese marinade that Alex has bought, having it now. With mixed veg, it says mild on the pack. Holy hell, my mouth is on fire. As we often say when it comes to spice, everybody's got different tolerance levels, haven't they?
And as you know, ours is quite high.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Although maybe not quite as high as it used to be. Who knows? We won't know until we have something silly hot. Oh, I'll have my mint. Oh, don't worry about it, David. You have whatever name you want.
World of Warcraft is now on the medium spiceometer.
Low to medium on the spiceometer.
Oh, low to medium.
Low to medium.
Because it's at high now.
Yes, low to medium. Natalie is trying a vegan quiche tomorrow from Tesco. Not had it before. Wonderful. That's good. Not a huge amount to report on this evening.
Come and say hi.
Things have been ticking over. It's been
Come and say hi.
It's been kind of full on over the last few weeks, to be honest.
Hey,
There's a lot going on behind the scenes.
hey.
Yeah, ISIS has paid us a visit. We should all feel very privileged.
Yeah, because this is rare, very rare for her, especially when we're streaming. Yeah. Tiny pickle bones. Check your pockets. Private things.
Will and Chris. Glad you're feeling unusually rested, guys. Okay, nice. So yeah, it's a chilled evening in the living room. If anybody's got any questions for us, that's always good. Anybody's got any film recommendations? Because it's Friday night, we might watch a film later on, you never know. Rosie says hi, Isis. And so does David.
Chicken's bones.
Oh, Jenny, that's nice. Good stuff. My daughter adopted a kitten. She is adorable. Her name is Boo. Fantastic. World of Warcraft noob. Fantastic. That's great. I'm glad you enjoyed it. We enjoyed being there, of course, as I'm sure many of you are aware, because we've harped on about it quite a bit over the last week or so. But we also enjoyed putting the vlog together and making the vlog as well, so we could share some of the magic that is Beck Hall. Ashley says, hello, pretty Isis. And Natalie says hi as well. Nice one, Will. Yeah, I've heard good things about it. I think Adam was watched it.
Mind if I smooch up so I can have my coffee, girl?
Yeah, I've heard it's very, very good. Adolescence on Netflix.
Oh, that series, yeah. It's a British series, isn't it?
Blood Rose, my cat is staring at Isis. He was snoring like a little engine before. Rosa, you are joining us on a chilled in the lounge Friday. Thank you for being here. First time watching a live. It's never massively exciting on a Friday. We're very relaxed. We're just having a drink, catching up with the community, catching up with all you lovely folk. It's usually a bit shorter on a Friday as well compared to our Saturday mukbangs and our cooking in the kitchen on a Sunday.
Well, I'm going to tell you something interesting. A random string of events that happened on Wednesday afternoon. So most of you know I'm a support worker. One of the gentlemen that I've been supporting, just covering for someone who's on annual leave at the moment, likes to go to the cinema. So we went to the cinema on Wednesday and watched The Alto Nights with Robert De Niro. Not my kind of film. Very brutal. About the rise and fall of the mafia, basically. Robert De Niro's incredible in it. He plays two parts. Deborah Messing's incredible. Anyway, on my way home, so I had to get 2 buses home from dropping this service user off back at their home. So as I get back into Oldham to get my bus home, I get off the bus in the bus station, and there's a guy. I think he's probably had a few drinks, but he's got like a bucket of roses, a cardboard bucket of roses. He's obviously taken them to someone, and he's with this other guy, and everybody that gets off the bus I'm getting off, he's proposing to them. So, how about you? Will you marry me? Fancy marrying me? No. Marry me? Like this. And I just thought it was really cute. So I just held my finger up and said, already married, mate, but if I weren't, you never know. And then we both laughed, and I thought, oh, that was nice. You know, a nice little interaction. And then a guy walked past me, and he smiled at me, and I smiled back. And then a couple of young Asian girls walked past me, and I smiled at them, and they smiled back. And then I went round the corner, and there was the most glorious sunset beginning, because there's a great view from Oldham Town Centre. You know what I mean, don't you?
Yeah.
Near the Civic Centre. And all of these things just made me think, it's not hard, is it, to have a nice world? Just a man having some fun, not doing any harm to anybody, having some fun with his roses, and then 3 human beings smile back, and then a beautiful sunset. And I had one of those real deep emotional moments. Not sad emotion, just like, oh, this was lovely. I wish to have more of this. But I recognise moments like that and acknowledge them, hence being able to relay the story of what happened.
I know it sounds a little bit simplistic, and I've said this before, but I do firmly believe, particularly in this country, we get a couple of days of sunshine and everybody's spirits gets lifted by at least 10%. Few more people are walking around with a smile on the face. People just feel a little bit happier, even with all the chaos that's going on in the world. And as we often say when we're live streaming and on vlogs and stuff, you know, we're aware that many people out there fighting their own wars every single day and battling and struggling. But I do think when we get a bit of nice weather, even if it's just a couple of days, it does lift our spirits, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know, we don't get enough of it in this country. We really don't.
Rosa says, have you ever used a soap maker? No, don't like soap. I find soap very drying.
Soap or soup?
Oh, soup. Sorry. So, no. Not, although I know they're great. A lot of people sing the praises of them. No, I like to get involved with the soup making process.
You do, don't you?
I don't just want to shove stuff in a thing, switch it on and leave it. No. In fact, we got offered one off your dad not too long ago.
Yeah.
A soup maker, and I was like, nah, it's all right, thanks.
Yeah.
I'm happy to, I like to, when I do make soups, I like it to be hands-on. Very much like that with all stuff in the kitchen, really.
Yeah, you are, aren't you?
Yeah, I love to cook.
Yeah. Leanne's in the house. Never apologise, Leanne. It's all good. You are here. That's the most important thing.
But the most important thing is, are you here because you want to be?
Well, yeah.
Because don't feel like you have to be. We always say that to you.
Yeah. We wouldn't want anyone to feel obligated. Definitely not.
Always appreciated, never expected.
Fire your questions our way.
I love that.
Questions related to anything, and you know, if they're you know, answerable, we will try our best to answer them. Whether it's about the world, whether it's about vegan stuff, mental health, anything in general, and we'll do our best. You know, keeps the chat going, gives us something to talk about, because there's not a huge amount to update on at the moment. We're kind of in the calm before the storm a little bit at the moment. David says,
"Yeah, I've still got the possibility of losing my job.
Yeah,
because my company's had huge funding cuts from Oldham Council.
Are you going to get us some wine?
Would you like me to?
Good sir.
Shall I?
Yes. Yes. Well, you're going in.
Right, I'll rinse the cups
You know.
and then I'll fetch wine.
I will also take the opportunity to scroll back up and make sure that we've not missed anything. And it also gives me an opportunity to say ahoy to Luke. Thanks for being here, Luke. Ahoy, fellow vegans from my narrowboat. Fantastic, Luke. Fantastic. I've got a mate called Mark who built a narrowboat and now lives on it very happily. Or should I say we? Natalie says, I'm a massive paranormal film fan. Yeah, we're quite fond of paranormal films. Horror's one of our favourite genres, horror and sci-fi. Occasionally a good thriller. Right, I'm scrolling. David, I knew there was a question to get back to. David says, have you been playing any new games, Jason? I'm still playing Avowed. It's a good but long game. To be honest, I've not really properly got into anything since I completed Titanfall 2. I've had a little bit of a bash on a couple of games, but just kind of like quick fixes, kind of for nostalgia, like Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. I had like half an hour on that the other day, just having a blast around, which is always good fun.
Don't talk to me about gaming. I'm angry with it.
You're very particular with your games, aren't you?
Very.
That's the thing. The last game that Paul thoroughly enjoyed playing was Breath of the Wild, wasn't it? Zelda, which is just, I know, you know, anybody who's a gamer, I'm sure knows. David's on the Budweiser. And that's very true, David. T'other David, David J. Very, very true. It does. All it takes is a smile to possibly make someone's day. Yeah, you never know when a little smile or a simple, kind acknowledgement can lift someone's spirits. Possibly, Ashley, possibly. Interesting, Will. Yes, that kind of makes sense. I have good days and bad days when I'm behind the wheel of the vehicle. Good days and bad days. I try my best. Today was a good day. I was very calm, very chill behind the wheel, let a bunch of people out, went down to Wingate, nice and steady on Manchester Road, just cruising along at 30 miles an hour, taking my time, you know. Thank you, mister. Wine time. To those who are interested, by the way, just kind of popped into my head because I've not seen him today, but Dad Brom's doing okay. Seen him a couple of times in the last couple of days because I've got that Japanese 1970s guitar that I'm restoring and bringing back to life. And Dad has very kindly allowed me to use his garage for the spray painting. So I've been up there a few times this week. He's doing good. Had a nice bite to eat with him at Molino Lounge last weekend. If anybody saw the little snippet in the meals vlog on Tuesday.
Have we got Prime Gaming? Well, we've got Amazon Prime, haven't we?
We haven't. Will, and we should really, because it's free, isn't it? I've just not got round to kind of setting it up and sorting it all out. But yeah, Amazon Prime give away loads of games like Epic Games Store do. If you're a Prime member, you get, like the other day, I think they gave away 6 games for free. Yeah, it's definitely something on the to-do list.
Natalie's asking the community which vegan cheese, because these questions aren't just for us, which vegan cheese melts the best. As we rarely melt vegan cheese. We usually have it just cold on sandwiches, don't we? All mixed in sauces or pastas or
yeah.
like.
I don't think I could necessarily say confidently which one melts the best. I know the Cathedral City cheese is fantastic, but I'm not sure. I can't remember how great it is when it comes to the melt aspect.
Jason tried that Survive on an Island game you played a while ago. We were crap. Never knew you could die in so many ways.
Oh, that's great, Flanny. That's great. Oh, what's it called?
Stranded Deep.
Stranded Deep, thank you. Yeah, great game. Love it. Love it. Flanny, did you panic as much as I did the first couple of times, like going into the sea and swimming around? Like I distinctly remember getting an ever so slight sense of dread playing it the first few times. It took a while to get used to being in the ocean, doing the discovering. You've made me want to play it again now. It's so good. Oh, Rue, that's fantastic. Can't wait to see it all done up. I am in the process of painting an eagle on a guitar to sell in one of the shops I have my artwork in. That's fantastic, Rue. Brilliant. Yeah, kind of one-of-a-kind artwork on instruments is a great thing.
There we go.
Yeah.
We're caught up.
We're caught up on the chat. Rob says, how are you both?
Very well, thank you, Rob. How are you?
We're doing all right, Rob. We're doing all right. Happy belated birthday, by the way. I saw on Facebook that it looked as though you had a great one. So that's nice. I'm glad you had a good one. Lots of answers with regards to the melty cheese. Nice one, Rosie. Cathedral City, as does the Via Life Epic Mature. But, interesting, but neither melt particularly well on top of a lasagna, weirdly. Interesting. Thanks for the update, Flanny. Yeah. It takes some effort. It does. It does. Once you get your basics down, water being the most important. Once you get your water stills sorted out, you're on a roll. Then after that, it does get a little bit easier.
World of Warcraft Noob says, do you use nutritional yeast much? Not a huge amount.
Not a huge amount. We do use it. It's always in the cupboard.
Yeah, I use it in tofu scramble.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I'll chuck it in with a stew or a soup if it just needs another umami kick. But yeah, we're not like some who have it on everything. Not wrong with that, mind.
Nice one, Chris. Will and Chris have been enjoying the Via Life Mature Cheddarton. Not sure how it melts, but it's good on a cracker. We've still got some of that kimchi to have on a cracker, haven't we?
We have.
Still got half of it left?
Yeah.
Ish, yeah.
We had half on baked potatoes, didn't we? Week before last, I think.
Mm-hmm. Nice one. Thanks for sharing, Sarah. I shall highlight that. Mozzarella Parmesan today. Incredible plant-based cheese. Nice one.
Well, sorry, Roo, I can't suggest any chocolate without soya because I'm not allergic to anything, so I don't check the labels that much.
Yeah, it's a tricky one, that.
That's the crux of the matter. Anyone else allergic to soya and can help Roo out with a soy-free chocolate? We've no idea. But you can always just Google vegan soy-free chocolate. People underestimate Google. It's a wondrous tool.
Mm-hmm. Good question, Blood Rose. For the minority of people in the community that might vaguely be interested in restoring guitars, I'm not sure if there's a vegan shellac for guitars. I'm kind of just avoiding that, to be honest with you. I'm just kind of going down the this sort of sanding, painting, and then just putting a clear varnish over the top of it and giving it a good buff. That's about as far as I'm going to go with it, but it's proven to be incredibly hard work and quite time consuming. But that's partly down to the fact that the woodwork of the body of the guitar was in such a bad state to begin with. Kind of bringing it back, and obviously I'm wanting to do as good a job of it as I can. You know, I'm taking my time and just trying to do the best with it, but I've got realistic expectations. You know, it's not going to look like a guitar bought out that's just come out of the showroom. You know, it's a how old? 50-odd-year-old guitar, 50-year-old guitar, 45, 50-year-old. Jennifer, thank you for being here. Thanks for joining us. And Chris says, vegan Kit Kats are soy-free, I think. Nice one, Chris.
Where can you get them these days?
I think they're
They've stopped selling them all around the world except the UK, haven't they?
I think they're quite hard to get hold of, aren't they? I mean, I want to say Asda. I've definitely seen them in Asda, but don't quote me on that. Nice one. Nice one. Ooh.
David, stop writing in all capitals. It's like you're shouting at folk.
Take caps lock off.
I do consider that shouting, but that's shouting on the internet, all caps.
Michael asks an interesting question, and I think, well, I don't think I know the answer already. So Michael says, hi guys, would you ever cook meat at your home if you had visitors? I find it difficult. Absolutely not.
Never.
Not a chance. Not a chance in a million years.
Any visitors to us would eat vegan. If anyone came here for dinner, they would be served a vegan meal only. A vegan meal. People have only ever been served vegan food in this house for the last 11 years.
Nice one, Rosie. Yeah. I shall highlight that because it, yeah, leans, it kind of connects with what we were just saying, really. I would certainly question a friend that wasn't willing to eat vegan if they were coming to your home. I would certainly question that. I would be, yeah. I think you have to draw lines in the sand at a certain point, don't you? And just be like, nope, that's not happening.
No, Rosa, our cat isn't vegan. Cats are obligate carnivores and cannot be vegan. Dogs can, happily. Cats can't. And anyone who tells you otherwise is lying to make money.
Well, that's a little bit harsh.
No, that's true. These cats are obligate carnivores. They cannot survive on a vegan diet.
But there's plenty of people out there in the vegan community that say that their cat is absolutely happy and healthy and fine on a vegan diet.
I don't know of any.
No, okay.
Dogs, yes.
Right. Fair point, Will. Very fair point. Yes. And I would agree wholeheartedly. Do you want to answer that one?
5 years, Natalie. I've been a support worker. First time 2 years, this time 3. But really, I've been a support worker all my life.
That's always a tricky one, isn't it, David? Like we still struggle with that now. You know, when we are out eating, whoever it is that we're out eating with, if they're not vegan and they choose to not eat something vegan off the menu, struggle with it. Not gonna lie, we do it on a rare occasion, but neither of us are particularly happy about it when we do get presented with that situation.
Not really. And getting even less tolerant of it as kind of life goes on.
Yeah. Yeah, it's coming, isn't it, Will? It's on its way. The whole lab grown cat food, or lab grown pet food, I suppose. And I'd be curious to know myself what it's going to be like price wise when it comes out. I suspect, obviously, because it's quite a new thing, I imagine, like most, it'll be quite expensive to begin with, and then hopefully the pricing will come down if it kind of, you know, becomes popular and more people kind of get on board with it. Oh, Leanne, that must be so frustrating. I know a lot of people struggle with family when it comes to the vegan lifestyle. You know, I suppose you just expect from friends and family like a little bit of a sort of meeting in the middle. So when you are presented with that significant level of stubbornness and often resentment, defensiveness, and sometimes just outright argumentative nature, it can be really, really disheartening, particularly when it's your friends and family. If it's a complete stranger, you can just be like, oh, whatever, you know, sod off. I don't know you. I don't care. But when it's friends and family, it can be harsh. So yeah, I'm sorry about that, Leanne. That's good, Rosie. Yeah, I think we've kind of got to that point in our life now where, like, you know, we've got quite a small friend circle, and those people that we do occasionally eat out with, you know, often everyone's vegan. Grub Club, of course, when they come up, everyone's vegan, no issues there. Even Dad Brom had vegan last weekend. He had the vegan breakfast at the lounge with us.
That's why we included a clip of it in our meals vlog, because usually when we go there, he has non-vegan food, so obviously we don't film that.
Yeah, they'll do that, Natalie. They'll do that. Just try not to let it get you down. It's human nature to behave that way. Unfortunately, that's why we are struggling the way we are as a society at the moment.
Peter Kropotkin. Best meals to get a 6-pack for the summer.
Great name, by the way.
Less. I'm back on my fair warning. I'm about to talk about something diet related. If you find that triggering, stop listening now. I will have finished when I put my hand up again like this. Okay, Peter, I'm doing a thing called OMAD at the moment. I'm doing it 4 days a week, Monday to Thursday, which are the days I work, which OMAD is 1 meal a day. So I'll literally have 1 meal a day in the evening. I have my dinner with Jason. And you see them every Tuesday on the meals vlog, so you know what I have. I have a sizable meal. I have a couple of slices of bread. And I have about a 2-hour eating window, so I can squeeze chocolate biscuit in or something, you know, an hour later. And then I don't eat again until the next day. But I only do that Monday to Thursday. The other 3 days of the week, I eat completely normal. It's the only way I've found now as a almost 56-year-old. It really works, and it's the only thing that does.
Oh, that's nice, Rosie. Quite a few people, actually. I've just highlighted a few comments. It's nice, isn't it? It's nice. It is.
Yeah, we've some of our friends have invited us round and cooked vegan for us, haven't they?
Mm-hmm.
Like Kay's done it a few times.
Yeah. And
Kay's not vegan either.
Yeah.
So, you know, it is nice.
My Auntie Linda, when I saw her in Sainsbury's a few weeks ago, she was like, oh, you and Paul will have to come round for some lunch sometime or for dinner. I'll cook you vegan, don't worry. And I was like, oh, thanks. I'm going to whisper this now. Okay, I'm going to be really honest. When somebody invites you around, even if it's family, and they're like, don't worry, I'll cook you vegan, then it comes down to trust, doesn't it? Let's be honest. Let's be honest with each other. Do you trust that person?
Do you need any help in the kitchen? No? Mind if I watch?
Are you sure?
Mind if I watch you?
I'm going to watch you like I watch a barista at Costa Coffee, making sure that they put the plant milk in and making sure it's correct. Yeah, it's not just us. It's not just us, surely. But yeah, it's nice. It's nice when friends and family kind of, you know, make an effort. It is. That's what it's all about. That's it, Ashley. Couldn't have said it better myself. It's so true. But it's human nature, isn't it? You know, and having worked in mental health for a lot of years, and for both of us to have spent so much time working with northern working class people, and it's not just a working class thing, by the way. I'm just saying, you know, that's what we've done. We've spent a lot of time working around northern working class people. It's people just get so bent out of shape with it all. You know, they really do. I saw something on social media the other day that somebody had shared, and I'm kind of paraphrasing, but it was like people who are against saving the planet. Like, how does that add up? Because that's essentially what they're saying. Is like, you're saying, hey, let's do this because it will help save the planet, and they're like, nah, I don't want to save the planet. Let the planet burn.
I like that meme that says change the word vegan for kind to animals and see how stupid you sound.
Mm-hmm.
I could never be kind to animals. I like cheese too much. People who are kind to animals are so extreme. Sounds a bit stupid, doesn't it?
Silliness.
Get off the planet.
Oh, Jessica. It may have been asked before, but please, you don't need to apologise. That's fine. Like I say, most questions we're willing to answer as best as we can. But that's quite a tough one. Puretza's probably up there.
Wholesome Junkies,
which is now, well, I think they've got like 3 locations now that they're...
And The Allotment.
The Allotment. Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Can't think of any others at the moment.
For us, yeah, in terms of our experiences, yeah, definitely, yeah. I'm a pizza fiend though, so I definitely Puretza's definitely up there. They do great food. Nice one, Ashley. Congratulations. I'm at that. I'm not going to go into any detail, so I don't need to do a trigger warning or anything. But all I'll say is 3 words, because I've been genetically blessed most of my life. I'll say 3 words: middle-age spread. It's real. It exists, and it's frustrating as all heck. Let me tell you.
Well done, Ash.
Yeah, well done.
Well done, Tommy. The thing about the thing that I was mentioning before is I only have black coffee and water. Black coffee with sweeteners, definitely no plant milk, and water. But I would drink even if I was eating normally. I drink a lot, and I drink a lot of coffee. Loads of coffee.
Thanks for the reminder, David. Cheers. Yeah, thumbs up on the live stream, always appreciated. It's nice if we can hit 100. But you know, we do appreciate Fridays is a quiet one. We're always a bit more chill on a Friday. But yeah, if you thumbs up on the live stream, always gratefully appreciated. It helps out with the algorithm and all that, and gets the YouTube robots to cast an eye in our direction occasionally.
TJ, we haven't tried Uber, but I'm sure I've seen it in there. Like a savoury mi-foi.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like Will and Chris said above, Alex, your classic cognitive dissonance is that people just have got this ability to just partition their brains. And then occasionally when they're shown something that they don't like, they're like, oh no. And then they go back to exactly what they were doing previously.
That's another meme I like, Ashley. I like Ashley's comment. That's another famous meme. It's very good.
Yeah, a lot of people get bent out of shape with just the word, don't they, Flanny? I'll highlight that as well. Very true. I mean, I try and keep things, you know, fairly upbeat, but I'm not going to lie to you because I never would. And I think I can speak for Paul as well. Over the last few weeks, I've been up and down like a roller coaster. Days where I'm like, I'm really positive and I've got a really good outlook, and then literally 2 hours later, I can be like, you know, and I feel like I'm absolutely rock bottom, and that's just me being really open with you all. Like, I think we've said it before. The way that society behaves, the way that we as a species treat each other and the animals on this planet, the ongoing constant war and fighting, the racism, the anti-trans rhetoric, the general intolerance, it can really get too much sometimes. And that's why I do sometimes pull back and just bury my head somewhere and look for some escapism, because yeah, it's blooming horrible.
Will and Chris, how's Angharad doing? Last time we saw her, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Just okay. She's got a lot of health issues.
A lot going on, yeah.
That really don't seem to be improving massively. Jennifer, thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you, Jennifer.
Gratefully appreciated. I shall salute you. Thank you. That's a very good point, Sarah. Yeah.
Our Rooney isn't Bargy Pilar in Bury.
Is it Bury or is it in Tameside? Is it Ashton? Oh no, I think you might be right. We've been there once.
We went to like an opening night.
Yes, yeah.
Didn't we, and
Good
vlogged
food.
it.
Yeah.
I think it's in Bury.
Yeah. It's not too far away. It's a little bit of a trek for us, but it's not too far
Manchester.
away.
The question was Manchester.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I know Bury's in Manchester, but I think the question was related to Manchester City. What do you think?
Jeff, middle-aged spread. Oh, no worries, Leanne. Drive safely. I know you will. Oh, Tommy, we love our coffee.
We do.
Couldn't live without coffee.
A lot.
I'm being dramatic there. I mean, obviously, I could live without coffee, but I wouldn't, you know, I'd be very upset, at least for a few weeks. Oh, Janet, enjoy. Thanks for popping in to say hi and enjoy Wicked. Yeah, as you, I'm sure you're aware, we love it. We've seen it 5 times. David. Cheers, dude. Even for your shouting as well. Cheers.
Yeah, we got asked last week, didn't we, whether we had the CD? No, it's not like we're wicked obsessed or anything. DVD, CD. Ah.
Alex, we're not particularly brand loyal when it comes to our fresh coffee. With our instant coffee, we generally tend to buy Kenko. Yeah, but I wouldn't say we're massively brand loyal when it comes to our coffee drinking. David J, that's a terrible joke.
Yeah.
Terrible. Get your coat. Hope you enjoy the Wing Yip vlog, Linda. It was nice and quiet in there today, wasn't it? Which is excellent for vlogging, but not excellent for Wing Yip.
No.
But it was nice and quiet. It was a nice, easy vlog to do today.
I've got a question for you all. Is anyone like a regular viewer of MasterChef? And I don't necessarily mean the British one either. We used to be really big fans of Australian MasterChef, and then we realised recently we've not watched it since 2020, since the judges changed.
Yes.
So we started watching it again. What we're watching it on? Amazon. What's it?
I think it's on Amazon. Yeah, on Prime.
Yeah. So we've started watching it again from 2020 with the 3 new judges. And people have said to me before, well, if you're vegan, how can you watch people cooking meat? I can veganize anything. I get a lot of ideas.
You've said,
and I love watching people cook.
You've said, haven't you? It's like you can draw even just like one element can kind of inspire or motivate you towards like, oh yeah, that's I can take that idea and that principle and incorporate it. Yeah.
Alex, I noticed you said something before and I kind of clocked it and thought I'll answer that, and it's just come back in my head about buying meat for your mum. Would I refuse? No. I go shopping with my job. involves me going shopping with people and sometimes cooking with people, and I don't get to dictate what they buy or what they cook. And I would never try and dictate it to my mother. I have had many conversations with her. I try and guilt her sometimes and ask her what the pig was called when she has bacon. She will eat vegan stuff if I cook it for her, but because we eat a lot of spicy stuff, that's not for her at all. And I'm not cooking for her all the time because I'm not her carer. You know what I mean? But if she asked me to pick something up and it was dairy or meat or eggs, my mum's very poorly at the moment. She's 83 years old. She's got 5 fractured ribs from where the bone has weakened because of radiotherapy for lung cancer. 5 fractured ribs, which will never heal. No, I would never refuse. That's being honest.
Leanne pulled over to recommend Aldi's specially selected coffee, the pink label one. It's lovely, apparently.
Okay.
Nice one, Leanne, and thank you for that. Thank you for that, the effort involved in pulling over to let us know about that and share that.
I think we've had Aldi's specially selected coffees before.
I've had Aldi coffee before and not been keen on it. I don't recall having Aldi specially selected instant.
Oh, you're on about instant?
She's on about instant.
Ah, because
we've had Aldi's
specially selected fresh.
Yeah.
Coffee,
and that's generally pretty good.
Yeah.
Guatemalan one.
I think there's a Guatemalan one. Yeah, gorgeous.
Kathleen, I love watching Come Down With Me. Yeah, we watched that, and we've not watched it for a while, but we used to watch it back in the day, didn't we?
Yeah.
Thanks for being here, Cindy, and thank you for your kind words. Greatly appreciated. Lots of ideas on our channel. If you particularly the recipes that Paul's put up on the channel, there's loads, and our free ebook, Down to Earth Vegan. You can get that through. The link is on any of the videos on the channel.
Our website, thoseveganguys.com,
and that as well.
Download it from there. Should you fancy?
Will Come Down With Me as a national treasure at this point. Nice. Alex, not seen Last One Laughing on Prime? No.
You asked us that in the WhatsApp group, Alex. Stop repeating yourself.
Did we reply to it though?
Yeah, you did.
Did I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Unless it was asking everyone in the chat. I don't particularly like celebrity only reality shows, particularly British celebrities. Not awful of me.
Yeah, it is. Oh, I remember Ready Steady Cook. Ainsley Harriott.
Yeah.
That was good, Tommy. I liked it back in the day.
Susie Salt and Percy Pepper.
Blood Rose, I had heard Labyrinth 2. And also...
Is it definite, though? Because there's been a lot of fake...
I think Labyrinth 2 is confirmed, and I think Gremlins 3 is confirmed as well, if I'm not mistaken. Well, that's what a lot of the studios are doing now. They're looking at intellectual properties that they already own and, you know, thinking about how much money they can make off them rather than taking a chance on something new. The same thing is happening a lot in the gaming industry as well. Risk-averse purse holders, not creative folk. Creative folk always take risks. It's part of being creative. But the people who own the money, people who've got the money, they don't want to take risks. They want to stay rich and get richer.
Oh, Sid, I miss Fern Britton. She was a great presenter, Fern Britton. Even on This Morning with, what's it called?
Philip Schofield.
Philip Schofield.
Yeah.
Just check. Is there really going to be a labyrinth too? AI answers.
Nice one, David. We've yet to watch, just going back to what Blood Rose mentioned before, and because Paul's looking up on his phone about Labyrinth 2, we're yet to watch Nosferatu, and I'm right looking forward to seeing it because I've heard very, very good things. And as going back to what I was saying before, both being lovers of the horror genre, we are looking forward to watching Nosferatu when we get around to it.
Yeah, apparently it's been earmarked, but it's mainly Reddit and AI answers.
Right.
And that always makes me a bit dubious.
Yeah, I mean, it's fair enough. It's right to be dubious these days, isn't it? Like you were saying before.
And apparently still in development. So that doesn't mean it's being made yet. It's in the development stages.
You're talking about Labyrinth 2.
Labyrinth
yeah.
2.
Natalie says, I do love Big Brother. We used to. Not so much nowadays. Oh, yeah. Take it. Take the mouse.
Alex, if it annoys you, if something that your mum believes about nutrition that can also be covered by vegan foods such as iron and leafy greens and stuff like that, there's information on the NHS website. Print it off. It's not from your mouth, it's from the NHS.
It's a fair point. Sometimes that does help, doesn't it, when it's like from a reputable source.
Jennifer, no, we won't be doing any gardening this season. Sorry for a quick answer, but it's becoming a tiresome question, and we have covered it a lot in a lot of vlogs, and we've answered it a lot. No, we won't be gardening this year.
No.
We had a terrible end to last year, and if you don't know anything about that, maybe go back and have a look. And we just weren't ready.
To be honest with you, I mean, you know, while we're on the subject, it's tough just even thinking about Mother's Day this weekend. Like when we were earlier on the live stream this evening, a couple of people mentioned, and I had a few seconds. You know, it's tough.
I know I deleted one comment, which I apologise for, but what we don't need, either of us, is advice on how to grieve.
No, I certainly don't need advice on how to grieve. You know, and I'm sure this is the thing. This is the difficult thing about. I go back to what I said before, and I only ever speak from the heart. And I try and be in life. I try to be as gentle as I possibly can, but only to a point. We have become obsessed as a society with providing unsolicited advice to people when people haven't asked for it.
Yeah.
We really need to get on top of that. We really do need to get on top of that. And I know often it is coming from a truly, genuinely good place, but it's never going to be received that well when it hasn't been asked for.
Yeah, absolutely. And particularly,
last little thing I'll say on it, particularly when it's relating to something as serious as the loss of a parent and the grieving process. You know, if it's something like, hey, I found these crisps in Aldi and they're right good, you should try them. That's not so bad. Like, I haven't asked you about crisps, but you know, that's okay. But when it's something that's like really close to the heart, and you know, especially when you know what the last few months have been like, because we've been fairly open on the channel about it. You know, and I often try and put a brave face on things. And there's been times over the last couple of months where I've just turned around to Paul, you know, we had it the other Sunday, and Paul was like, oh, I'm not sure what to do with the live for the cooking in the kitchen today. And I was like, why don't we just not do a live stream? Because I wasn't in the best place myself anyway. And I've always said, I never want to sit here and feel like it's fake. I'd never sit here and be fake, you know, and try and pretend to be in a certain mood. Sometimes we're up, sometimes we're down, sometimes we're in the middle, just like your good selves.
Alex, don't forget to remind your mum that doctors have no nutritional training except the most basic. I, as a qualified NVQ level 3 health trainer, and will be qualified to that level for the rest of my life, have more nutritional knowledge than a doctor, except Dr. Grieger. True story.
Very true, Natalie. Very true. I just think with certain things in life, you've just got to be, well, in an ideal world, you've got to be empathic without feeling the need to advise. You can be empathic without passing information and advice on that's not been asked for, you know.
You can.
To nutshell it. We do our best, Blood Rose, but we're only human. Do you know what I mean? And I say all of that. There's probably, I think, rare occasions, but I'm sure there are occasions where I've probably been guilty of doing it myself. Because, again, I appreciate it's human nature. It's part of who we are as a species, as a society, that, you know, we jump to help others and often struggle to help ourselves. Very true, Sarah. Yeah, I often say that we shouldn't use our measuring rod to measure other people, because everybody's different.
Speaking of measuring rods, this is the kind of conversations we have in the car on the way down to Aldi today to get some wine. I said to Jason, you know why I think some
Dad Brom. It's all right, I'll get it.
I said, you know why I think that some guys, some straight guys, some particularly kind of who consider themselves alpha males, are so against gay guys because we're the measuring rod that decent folk use to quantify manhood, and they hate that because we have kindness and compassion and don't mind shedding a tear now and again and can actually feel someone else's pain and want to help it, and they hate that. They hate that.
It's a fair point, isn't it? It's a fair point, which I think is what I said earlier on when we were chatting in the car. It's a fair point. Yeah, absolutely. So all that being said, It's a little over an hour in. I think we will slowly start to wind this one down.
Yeah, because I want to watch another episode of MasterChef.
Yeah.
The Snail and the Whale on Amazon. If you can sound out Diana Rigg's beautiful voice telling the story, which is full of childlike rhyme, and just look at the visuals. Beautiful. I went to the pictures to see it with one of the people I support. And then I came on and said to Jason, well, we've got to find it. And then he found it on Amazon, and I was like, yes!
It was good. I enjoyed it. It was beautiful. I mean, it's a kiddie thing, you know. I mean, particularly the narration is very kiddie oriented. But if you can just sit back and appreciate it for what it is, it's blooming beautiful.
It's based on a book.
Yeah. Thank you, Sarah, for your words, your true words. Yes. So as we are wrapping up, I will highlight this because it made me chuckle, and very true, Ashley. Dad Bromley's still up. Tell him to get to bed. And Imran, hey, you guys. Hope you're feeling better, mate. Soon as, and also gold star for the With Nail and I line there. Included in your update. You get a gold star for that, mate. So well done, you. And yeah, thank you as always to all of you for being here on this chilled Friday evening. We do hope that you have the best weekend you can possibly have. Thank you for your engagement, your questions, your support. As always, it's appreciated. To the familiar names in the community chat this evening, and those that are slightly less familiar, who are maybe not around as much, but thank you all for joining us.
We'll be back live next Sunday, 3 p.m. in the kitchen, possibly cooking something. But before that, we'll have a meals vlog up on Tuesday with our regular previous 7 nights dinners.
Yeah,
which we've done for quite a few years now. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to check out not only thoseveganguys.com, but also veganqueens.co.uk. Both sites worth having a look at. Worked hard on them last week on my week off.
You did worked right hard on them, updated them, and put all kinds of special fancy things on their pictures and write-ups and stuff to share from all over the place.
You know,
all bits and things. So yeah, thanks all once again. Love you, mister.
Have you said thank you? Sorry, I love you too, babes. Mm-hmm. Have you said thank you to Ashley and Leanne?
I haven't, no.
Oh, right. Well, I love you.
Love you.
Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. Thank you to Ashley and Leanne, our moderators and friends, for being here and making sure everything goes smoothly. Thank you to you all for coming along tonight, spending some time with us. We really appreciate it. We will see you again soon. And until then, will you please be excellent to yourselves and each other? Bye, loves!